evening. Wherever you are in the world. Where I'm at, it's 8:36. So I'll say good evening where I am. So if you see the title, having a webinar tomorrow. Right. And the name of the webinar is Protect the Bag 101. Protect the Bag 101. So we're going to be talking about the things that most of us aren't taught. Unfortunately, most of us aren't taught about money. We aren't taught about wealth. We're not taught about building wealth, leaving things behind for the generations behind us. Unfortunately, we're not taught about that. And I wish the things that I'm learning now, the things that I know now, like I wish that I would have known about this at least 10 years ago. I'm 39 now, so if I would have known this at 29, I'd have been able to start the wealth building process in my 30s, and I would be much further ahead than I am now. But the great thing is that it's better late than never. You can always start. It's never too late to start. So that's the purpose of the webinar, is showing people the things that we weren't taught. And we should be, now that we know, we should be sharing this with everyone. And that's where I'm at. Like, now that I know better, I'm doing better, and I want to show everyone what's possible for them. So it's going to be me. It's going to be another financial professional, Rhonda, and an agency owner, the one that brought us into the industry and brought us into, exposed us to this opportunity. Big Nurse Lois. So you're in for a treat. This webinar is not something that you should miss. It's free. I mean, just register, log in. It's on Zoom. So it's about an hour of your time on a Sunday evening. You ain't doing nothing. You chilling, you getting ready for your work week. So just go ahead and log into the Zoom and just get a few gems. You trying to say hi to the people?
Yeah. Hi. Why you look at that? Hi, people. There's no people.
Yeah, there's some people.
Yeah. It's a people.
I'm going to give you 10 reasons why you should be at this webinar tomorrow.
Hi.
1, something I already touched on. Most of us were never taught how money actually works and how it can work for us.
Hey, there's Sissy.
We learned algebra and chemistry in school. We learned some stuff that while we were there, we needed to know it to pass, but we were never going to use it again in life. But the stuff that we should have been taught, we weren't. Nobody taught us how to build wealth, protect it. Nobody taught us about taxes, none of that. So That's the first reason why you should be there. Second reason, you'll learn how to protect your family before life forces you to. So it's not about expecting the worst. It's about making sure the people that you love are okay if, not just if and when life takes an unexpected turn, because it will. Inevitably, it will. That's just life. And it's better to be prepared for it ahead of time than now your family's left to raise money and scramble to come together to try and scrape up every little last bit that they have, when if you were prepared, they wouldn't have to do that. You wouldn't be leaving your family in such a financial bind. And when it comes to income protection, that's not something that I knew about. That's not something I was aware of until I got into this. And now that I know, I just want to scream it to the rooftops, because everyone, not everyone, but a lot of people that can get it, they come up with every reason in the world why they aren't going to get it. They want to wait until this. They want to do that first. They want to hold off on getting any type of protection. But the people that desperately want it, the people that are like knocking down your door trying to get it, unfortunately those people can't, because they probably are desperately wanting it because they are sick, they were diagnosed with something happened, and now they need it and they can't get it. So I try to stress to everyone, while you're healthy, while you're relatively young, now's the time for you to be trying to put an income protection plan in place. So the third reason why you should be at the webinar tomorrow, click the link in my bio. The third reason why you should be there is because you'll discover new strategies. You're going to discover strategies the wealthy have used for generations. Things that we weren't privy to. So some financial tools have been around for decades, but many middle class families have never heard about them. These things that I'm learning, I'm like, so this has been around like for generations, and none of us knew. I mean, nobody in my family, none of my friends, nobody that I was surrounded by, nobody knew about this stuff. And it's even more so now that we need to know about the strategies the wealthy uses, because I just saw an article sometime this week that Social Security is basically gonna be like a thing of the past. By like the 2030s, there's not gonna be Social Security anymore. So if you're a millennial like me, and you still probably have like 20 to 30 more years to work, we aren't gonna be able to rely on the government for retirement, because it's looking like there's gonna be nothing left for us. We're not gonna have Social Security, and pensions are a thing of the past. So we pretty much have to create our own pension plan. And this was not something that I was aware of. I didn't know about this stuff, but thank God I know now. So that's why you should be at the webinar tomorrow. The fourth reason why you should be there is if your paycheck stopped tomorrow, what would happen? What is your contingency plan? We're going to be talking about creating a financial plan that isn't dependent on one source of income. So, yes, I'm a nurse full-time, and I'm still working as a nurse full-time. But being a financial professional has also made it a little bit easier monthly, bringing in this extra income. And now all of us are aware of the options that we have. This is a great way to, this is a great side hustle. If you are not quite ready to leave your full-time job, you can make an extra 3 to 5K a month just part-time. And you can do it from home. So that's another thing that we're going to be sharing with everyone is, yeah, you have options. You have options for multiple streams of income. You have options for doing something part-time. You have options for doing something remote at home from the comfort of your own home. Number 5, what I was just talking about, you'll learn how people are earning additional income without quitting their jobs. So you're looking at a person that's doing that. I'm still working. I work Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 3:30 p.m. I got 3 kids. One has cheer multiple days a week. One has soccer. One has this, one has that. There's always something going on. But yeah, I am still able to manage doing my side hustle on the side, and it's been bringing in additional income for me. So whether you're a nurse, teacher, parent, working a full-time job, we're going to show you what's possible. So the 6th reason why you should be at the webinar tomorrow, click the link in my bio to register. It is free. You'll find out if you're making common financial mistakes. Many people are unknowingly leaving their families financially vulnerable. We'll discuss some of the biggest misconceptions. So I had did a reel not long ago, story time reel, about when I was in the market to buy my house. And I remember the mortgage lender asking me about the down payment. Like if I had a family member that could gift me the down payment. So I was a first-time home buyer. I did a first-time home buyer loan. So a down payment is 3.5% of your home. So I can't remember what the calculation is right now, but my home at the time when I bought it was priced at $215,000. So 3.5% of $215,000 is still a pretty good sized lump sum of money. And so I was like, do I have a family member that can gift me this large lump sum of money? Absolutely not. Like, that's the thing. Like, people have that. People have family members that they can get this type of large lump sum of money from. And yes, obviously, yes, that happens. There are family members that set their loved ones up with trusts, with inheritances, with leaving them lump sums of money. And we need to make that the norm for us as well. I personally have never been left any money. I don't know anyone around me that has been left a large sum of money. And that needs to change for us. We need to make that the norm. Like, that needs to be the standard. And so, join the webinar. We're going to be talking about it. Number 7 reason why you should be at the webinar tomorrow. Click the link in my bio to register. It's not just about making money. It's about keeping it. Building wealth is one thing. Protecting it and creating a legacy is another. I am going to I don't know about you, but I know that if you're here, if you're watching, if you're going to be at the webinar tomorrow, then I know that you are looking to do something different for your family. I know that you're looking to do something different the same way I am. And so I'm all about creating and leaving a legacy for mine. It's non-negotiable. It's not an option. Especially now that my eyes have been awakened. It's like once you see something, you can't unsee it. Now that I know what's possible, then there's no way that I'm leaving my kids with nothing. Like, it's just not gonna happen. And the fact that you could do it and it's so affordable, like, that's what a lot of us don't really know and not really privy to. We think that leaving something behind or leaving a legacy or leaving generational wealth is something unattainable because we feel like, oh, well, I'm not making a certain amount, I'm not at this level. But it doesn't matter, because there's things out there, there's policies out there, there's plans out there, there's strategies out there that in any level that you're at, there's something for you. Any income bracket that you're at, there's something for you, to where you can leave something for your family, or you can create an income protection plan for yourself. So if you get sick, if you have a heart attack, if you have a stroke, if you are diagnosed with cancer, because I think the statistic is like 1 in 8 people in your lifetime is going to be diagnosed with cancer. That's a pretty large statistic of people. So we need a contingency plan for when something like that happens. And there are things like that out there. And a lot of us don't know. We're not aware. You don't know what you don't know, right? And that's why I am wanting to tell everyone that I can. So if you didn't know something like that exists and you are wanting to know more about plans or strategies such as that, then click the link in my bio and register to be at the webinar tomorrow. It's free. Okay, number 8, you'll be able to ask questions in a judgment-free environment. There is going to be a more seasoned financial professional on the call, and then there's going to be basically like a guru, expert financial professional on the call. So if there is a question that you have, then that's the environment to do it, because everyone's learning. We're all learning. I'm still learning. So you can ask whatever question you have in a judgment-free zone. No question is too basic. If you've ever been confused about finances, you're probably not the only one. I can guarantee you that you're not the only one. So click the link to register for the webinar tomorrow and be there. Number 9, reason why you should be there, and I've said it over and over repeatedly, it's free. Free 99. Everyone loves free. So the only thing you're investing is an hour of your time. And that hour could completely change the way you think about money. When I went to I saw someone doing a live and doing a webinar, and I was like, okay. So when I saw a webinar like this, I wanted to know more. And now that I've learned more, I'm like, oh my gosh, I wish I would have known about this so long ago. And number 10, lastly, 10th reason why you should be at the webinar tomorrow is the cost of missing information is often much higher than the cost of learning it. I'm going to repeat that. The cost of missing information is often much higher than the cost of learning it. Sometimes one conversation changes the trajectory of a family. You won't know what you don't know until someone shows you. I am in a whole different mindset. I'm in a whole different position as far as setting my family up to not have to struggle when I'm no longer here. All because someone showed me something that I didn't know before. And yes, I'm almost 40. I'm 39. I'll be 40 in February. And a lot of us that are almost 40 or maybe in our 40s, we feel like we're too late. But what I have found out in this journey is that there's still so much time. There's still so much time to make sure that you're setting yourself up for retirement, because you cannot rely on our government to have retirement for you. You're not out of time for that, and you're not out of time to set up wealth for yourself, and you're not out of time to leave a legacy for your family. So do yourself a favor, register for the webinar tomorrow. Be there, it's free. And I hope you enjoy all the gems that you will receive. All right? Night, guys.